Welcome everybody to the Learning Technology SIG Fridays. Now this is, I would say, Corona start date 79. Well, I'm counting the dates since it appeared. But we have the second version of the Learning Technology SIG, and we had such a wonderful start with Joe Dale helping us with a whole host of tools that he retrieved from the internet to help us with that situation. So today we're going to explore a little bit Zoom, and I'm not sure whether any of you or many of you are actually using Zoom to conduct your language classes. If you could just give us a little bit this one as a background, if you could write down in the text chat, well, do you teach online? Do you teach small groups online, maybe for schools, universities? Do you use Zoom, or maybe do you use Microsoft Teams, or maybe do you use GoBrunch or any other of these tools? And oh, Blackboard Collaborate, here's the one. Okay, fantastic. What we will do briefly is just to let you know a little bit about the purpose and the goal of this session. What we want to do in the LTSIG Fridays is just introduce you to maybe some tools, maybe just also some possibilities of working online, but most of all that we can get everybody together in these webinars to perhaps share also our situations, because it's nothing more important than to now get together online, us as professionals, as teaching professionals, and share expertise. Today I'll do a little bit of Zoom breakout groups, and would like to just mention our Learning Technology SIG special interest group. And of course, we're very, very committed to providing information to our members, but we've decided on this series of webinars to be open to all special interest groups, all people out there, because we feel perhaps we can help you somehow. What I would like to mention, and perhaps I pass this word over to Vicky just briefly, but Vicky will tell you more about a special publication as well.
Well, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us from diverse corners of the world. And I just wanted to tell you that we published this lovely research publication, which has 12 chapters on research cases for digital innovations and research in language learning. If you are an LTSIG member, you will have received a digital version of this, an ebook, which is a member benefit for our SIG members. If you are not an LTSIG member but want to grab a copy of this, you can head to Amazon or to IATEFL's website to find more information on how to buy a copy. And it was hard work, but we are very pleased with the result. And the beautiful cover you see there, it's the work of our long-time collaborator designer, Tyson. So thanks to Tyson for the lovely cover. Oh, Sharon, you've already bought it. Thanks. Lovely. Lovely to hear that. We are happy to hear your opinions about it if you have read it already. So that's it from me. I think we can get started, Heike.
That is wonderful. Thank you very much, Vicky. Now, we are going to use breakout groups today, and the plan is the following. We will have 2 rounds of using breakout groups. One of which is the first one, which is the automatically assigned, on the fly, shuffle everybody together in the scenario. All we want to do is meet in small groups and talk about a certain issue, and the most dominant issue at the moment is obviously the crisis out there, the corona crisis. So what we will do is we will ask you to join breakout groups, and for 10 minutes, simply mention how that has affected your teaching and your workplace. And it would be lovely if we just do that really spontaneously, unstructured. Afterwards, we'll come together again, and we don't share this experience. We don't ask for a feedback round. What we will do is we will take just a few minutes to do that breakout session again. This time, we will ask for a specific, very specific, sorry, I just have to mute everyone just briefly. So we have to, we will come together again after these 10 minutes of, say, just chit chat, yeah? If you were, not chit chat, but share your specific situation due to the crisis. And then we will come together and attempt a structured breakout group session, one according to the, special interests that you have. And that is a little bit of an art that takes some organization, and it has taken me a couple of workshops to come to this sort of organization of how to do things. What we will then do is we'll again go into the breakouts, this time in special interest breakout groups. And afterwards, when we come back together, then we will share our experience. So don't expect anything major as regards content. Today, all we do is we experience what breakout groups could feel like for the participants. Are they any good? And what are they good for? So if you could hold back your sharing your experience until the very end, after that second round of breakout groups, which is in the last 10 minutes of this session, and in the meantime, actively participate in what we call a little experiment, okay? So I'll start the shuffling, and it's automatic. We'll do 30, oh, great to see you, Graham. We have 52 participants, so it would lend themselves to say 6, maybe 5 rooms, each 10 or 11 participants. What do you think? Is that okay? Then I'll start this now. You will receive a little prompt on your window screen saying to go into breakout group 1, 2, 3, whatever. And if you could just click on that one, join it, switch on your webcam and answer the very question, how has Corona affected your workplace and your teaching? So we will pause the recording here.
That's absolutely fine. The session, of course, is being recorded, so you may not want to appear on that recording. But for those that are in the main breakout room, what Heike just did was assign on a random basis to people into a number of, well, 5 breakout rooms on this occasion, because we had about 50 participants at the time she did that. And that would be roughly about 10, 11 people in each room. If at any point you would like to stay in this main room and show us your video or audio, that is fine, but you can leave it off as well. But if you've got any questions, you might want to put them in the chat as well. I'm going to share a link to a YouTube video which is about breakout rooms, and that is the topic really for today for anyone that's just joined late.
And whom we still have people like Senira, Elizabeth, Pavel, Olga, Loyala, and Mehunu. Wow, that is amazing that you're still here. Tell us a little bit about your situation. Is it affected by Corona or not? You can also do that in the text chat. And you can also look at that Zoom link, yeah? Anybody wants to share their experience here? James, perhaps?
Breakout rooms allow Zoom users to easily...
Oh, he's looking at the video. Fine.
Yep. Yeah, you can watch the video. It's a YouTube video about breakout rooms. It's only about 3 minutes long, so you can watch that and come back, because the breakout rooms have been assigned for 10 minutes. So there's time to watch the video and come back to this main room. Okay, thank you, Pavel, for saying that you're watching the video. Yeah, good, good. I'm sure sorry it wasn't a hyperlink, but you managed to copy and paste it, obviously.
So this is interesting because
Do we have any latecomers? Yeah.
we do quite a number of them. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to take them and move them manually. And I will show this also in later on when, because I'm taking screenshots. So admit all. Hello, welcome everybody. Yeah, we're still connecting to audio. Alicia, Turan. Alicia, nice to see you. Carla, wonderful that you're here. So I'm assigning people.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, lady. What is this about?
This is a session where we
how
will
are you,
experience...
Miss Philip?
I'm very well indeed. We are experiencing breakout rooms in this Zoom session. We're trying Zoom out, whether the breakout rooms are a good thing to use with our learners. So we're leaving the waiting room now. We leave it. Yeah, we don't let people in anymore because they're coming in with different names. So whoever is late here now, I'm sorry. Yeah. I also want to promote you, Phil, if that's okay. I'm not sure I've done that, have I? So my co-host. Where are you, Phil? Phil has joined or not? Has he disappeared? Okay. Welcome back, Phil. Hi. Can we mute everyone? Okay, so what we have is now the special interest groups, learning technology stick. I'm going to end the polling. Thank you very much. So we can publish the results, and so we can decide. Obviously, learning technology 6 being being the number 1, and then what we have is we have research SIG, teacher development, LTSIG, research and teacher development. And who else? So that's teacher development, learning technology SIG, and young learners. Okay, fantastic. So according to these main 4 interest groups, we're going to have breakout sessions, if that's okay. We're still 51 participants in the group. Can you close this window, this polling window for yourself? I'm afraid I cannot do that for you. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Vicky, also there. Celia, Cherry, awesome. So it doesn't matter if you, if anybody else has not chosen the room as of yet, it doesn't matter because we'll just start it. But this is the very process, yeah, and it allows me to do this easily because you've selected your number. So. Two, 2, 2. Nikki will go in 1. And 3, 3, 3. Philippa and 2. So I'm going to start the breakout rooms now. Some of you are not, have not decided to, okay, Graham is decided on 3. That's good. Thank you so much. 4, 4, 4. And here we have 3 as well. So I'm going to open all rooms. Again, take it as an exercise. We will only spend not more than 10 minutes, if that's okay. And in these interest groups, please, if you could share, what does learning technologies, or what is your special interest group helping you in this time of Corona? Yeah. How do you find any resources? And Phil, do you have that link to the Padlet Etherpad handy? If not, I can do it as well.
1 second.
Etherpad. I've got on the Etherpad,
Ah,
perhaps.
okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I see.
Copy. Yeah, if you could all take this Etherpad with you to share resources and share help that you find in these times. So Ivy, I'm just moving you into one, and I'm starting the breakout groups again. Take that Etherpad with you if you could. Click everybody on the Etherpad in the text chat before we go, and add to the Etherpad. It's a collaborative writing exercise. Add to that Etherpad your input as to the resources you found towards your special interest group, and the groups are mentioned there. Okay? Open all rooms, going over now.
I'm still here.
Four is rather slow. It's only got 2 people. Amina and Samurai. Poor thing. I'm going to move some over there. Maybe. Hannah has not joined. Hannah, you need to click on the main, the prompt that you've been given. I take a screenshot again of this. There might be just a few left over in the main room, and apologies if I just have to pause the recording, but I want to take screenshots, which is so valuable. Phil, are you back or are you in the room? So that is so wonderful how this is working. Yeah. And those who are now in the main room, still with me, do you want to join any of those that I've mentioned here? This is the PowerPoint Learning Technology SIG Group 1, Teacher Development Group 2, Research Group 3, and Young Learner SIG 4. So, and that is fantastic screenshots.
It's good to experience it because then you know what the pitfalls are, so that you can plan for that and have a contingency. Is that the is that the Zoom bombing one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. So I'll just continue the recording. No, it's already continued. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the breakout groups. Everybody has stopped. So, okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for trying this out. And what we would like to do just the last 10 minutes is to give out microphone rights who wants to others who want to type in the text chat, do a general feedback session on the experience of breakout groups. And of course, we could also talk about on the experience of experiencing Zoom bombers, yeah? But I would like to focus us a little bit just first. We can talk about the bombers afterwards, but we can, that we want to just get a feeling about these breakout groups. Do you think they are viable means of working with, from what group size onwards do you think would it be worth engaging with these breakout groups? Yeah. And feel also free to grab the microphone if you like, just to relate your experience. And as I said, we want to focus on just thinking of what the breakout groups was like. You said, Huran said he's enjoyed it, a bit short, but just a bit. I think that perfect for group work, and it's definitely worse. I would definitely keep the group size small. Very good. About 6 would be good. 6 people, are you saying? Very good. Need someone to bite the bullet and start the discussion. Very good, Philippa. 4 to 6 is a good size. Just started to get going when it stopped. Yeah, so 10 minutes seems short, isn't it? And sometimes I think it's long. It was 10 minutes each. I looked at the clock. I didn't short it because of what happened. Fantastic. This organizes the class in a different moments. Structured, they could be a disaster. If they aren't structured, they could be a disaster. Well, Abigail, we had in the beginning, we had an unstructured, on the fly, automatic breakout group session. And then we had a structured one. What was the difference? Did it make it worse to actually do it? And I show you the administration tool because I took screenshots and I'm very happy to show you what it looked like, this structured approach. So I even tried in a class of 4 people, put them in groups of 2, and it worked well. Thank you very much, Marianne. Can you record the breakout sessions? And the answer, Stephen, is no. However, because the fact that we have a cloud recording facility in Zoom plus local recordings, what you can do is the co-hosts of the sessions, or some students for that matter, who go into the breakouts, they can click on local recording if you give them the recording rights. As co-hosts, you have recording rights, and so every co-host could record locally a breakout group if you wanted to. So I think having co-host to facilitate might be a good idea. Yeah, we didn't want to facilitate too much. We also think, why not let them get on in the groups, you know? So knowing how long to leave people is an art, yes. They need to be structured. Students have time to participate each other. Smaller groups would be nice. So the general feedback is good. I'm very happy. We'll save. Sorry, I can't read that fast that you explain. We'll save the comments and we'll save the chat as well. Allow me briefly just to share the admin part of it, because that's the interesting one for us as well. And sorry, I took just a very brief screenshots in a hurry. So that's here. This is the one which, let me just make it bigger for you guys, and also zoom in a bit. Do you see now that the breakout groups that we've had here, because of the ones that were in front of the name, I could put them in quite easily. Yeah. We also had a couple of people here at the bottom who mentioned, oh, Vicky Samal group 1, she said, yeah. So I was able to put her in that. Do you see this okay? I hope you're seeing this. So that's the key to getting people into the rooms. Well, you could also, if you have very few learners, remember, you know, Michael wants 1, they type it in the text chat. Philip wants 2, you know, you can type it along. It's not it, but with 51 people, that's the art. Yeah. Then I just want to show you again, this is the bit, and remember there's always some gray dots, and these gray dots, they have not joined because they're in the main room. Yeah. So, and I mean, the last one, the breakout room 4 for the young learners, sadly was only 2 people. So, okay, that's 2, 3. And the last screenshot, I think, was the, I wanted to take the message that I sent, but I think I didn't grab that one well. So, okay. So this was from my side, my input, yeah. stop sharing. And please, let's just spend the last couple of minutes of this session to think of to think of what kind of topics you are still interested in. The week after, Graham Stanley will do an interactive session on interactivity. Graham, you can talk a little bit about what you're planning there. And also perhaps if you wanted to put down a couple of ideas of things we as Learning Technology SIG can supply you with, the know-how. We will get the experts in. If it is MS Teams that you want to get to know, write that down. If it's something else you want to discuss, write that down. Feel free. And I'm passing over to Graham, who's been so kind to be the security guard at times here. Graham, can you just tell a little bit about next week's session?
Sure, Heike. I think next session we'll be looking at more about how you can motivate and engage students using remote teaching tools such as Zoom. So how you can keep their attention and what you can do to vary things, etc. So we'll be looking at everything from use of voice to body language to virtual backgrounds such as this, and really also trying to get ideas from all of you, especially those of you who are actually teaching online as well at the moment.
Thank you, Graham. I spotted a question in the chat box that I think is interesting. Let's see if we have time. Somebody was saying that the experience if you are using Zoom on a mobile phone is a bit different because they have to switch on two screens when they are on breakout rooms. Does anybody I have been using it on a computer, so I wouldn't know. Does anybody know?
I've never used Zoom on a mobile, so I don't know.
I've used it quite extensively. Can you repeat the question? Sorry, I was distracted just a bit.
Yeah, somebody was saying that when they were on the breakout room, they had two screens, and it was not easy to switch from screen to screen on a mobile.
Okay. I don't know the mobile version that well. Does anybody else know the answer to that one? Sorry. Using a mobile, it was fine. You can see both. So Stephen, explain if you could. Do you want to grab the mic? Both, what do you mean with both, as in? Well, you can swipe, yeah, the multiple screens. The screen for the text chat, also the participant list. Stephen, do you want to grab the mic?
Well, of course, I think it has to do with the size of the screen. You cannot display everything as you would display on a computer screen, where you can see the gallery view of the speakers and the chat box. And so I guess that on a mobile phone, you see those as different windows, and you need to switch from one to the other if you want to see everything.
Yeah, swipe back and forth. Thanks, Stephen. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And any more questions or any more comments? We leave the room open. We will just stop the recording at this point. We leave it open for just a short after-hour chat, if you like. Also, a couple of things if you want to share your thoughts and ideas for upcoming meetings. Thank you very much to Phil, Vicky, Graham, and Sophia, also Nikki as well, for the co-host here of this session of the Learning Technology SIG, and ever so thank you. Can we perhaps at the end, just if you still keep your webcams on, no, sorry, I stopped the recording, but can we give a round of clapping for our wonderful helpers worldwide, yeah? And take a screenshot of that. Lovely, Mayan. Do it. Fantastic. She's taking a photo. Excellent.